Hello and welcome to Political Bazaar. Tomorrow the results will be out May 23rd. But ever since the exit polls came out on May 19th, there's been a lot of developments. The main one has been the opposition's allegations that the EVMs have been tampered with, have been switched, and raising doubts about the EVM. They have also put allegations on the ECI. To discuss this and more with me, I have Gaurav Choudhary, the Deputy Executive Editor of Moneycontrol. Hi, Gaurav. Let's talk about the EVM first. 21 parties together have come up saying that they have been tampering, as in switching of EVMs have happened, and that's why they have gone to the ECI saying that first they went to the court, and then they went to the Election Commission saying that a probe needs to be done. More VVPATs need to be counted.
So there are two aspects here. One about the VVPAT. The Supreme Court has said that a certain number of VVPATs, a certain proportion of VVPATs will have to be counted as part of these elections. And that's not a high proportion, not as high as 50%, which the opposition parties have been demanding, but that was because that case has been settled by the Supreme Court. So 5% of all votes will be matched with the VVPAT tally. What the opposition parties are now saying is that the VVPAT tally, the tallying of the votes of the VVPAT with the EVM counting should be done before the EVM counting takes place. In the earlier instance, it would have been done after the first round of counting with the EVM machines were through.
That was how it was done during the Madhya Pradesh, assembly election in December.
So they want that thing to be reversed, the process to be reversed, the sequence to be reversed this time around. They're saying they count the VVPATs first and then tally with the EVM counting.
Yes.
To which the Election Commission has said that they're going to consider that proposal. No decision has yet been taken. I don't know to what extent it's going to have a change in the timing of the results being finally announced. Whether if you reverse the sequence and counting the VVPAT first and then tally it with the EVMs, I do not think that's going to have too much bearing on the time.
Okay.
The other aspect is obviously of the complete, there is clearly a trust deficit so far as EVMs are concerned, and particularly opposition parties. Now there have been reports, and these are allegations which have now been completely denied by the Election Commission,
yes,
that EVM machines have been switched. EVM machines, as we know, after the votings are over, all the machines are herded together into a strong room, and they are heavily fortified by various layers
of... There's a CCTV camera, there is a CRPF...
So there are various layers of security. The allegation now is that these EVM machines have been have been switched, in the sense that those EVM machines where the votes were cast probably would have been taken out of the strong rooms, and as separate EVM machines have been replaced by separate EVM machines, which probably would have been tampered. But these are all subject to various level of verification. These are allegations which should be subjected to layers of probe. I don't think that prima facie, and if you go by pure common sense, I don't think that's going to be, switching of EVMs is going to be that easy, because it will involve.
I'll just come to that. Just for our viewers. The opposition has been alleging EVM malfunctioning during the polling phase. Now that's different. EVM malfunctioning is actually when a particular EVM does not work properly. But they have actually taken corrective steps for that. Then there is EVM tampering, where the allegation of hacking of EVMs have been said time and again. The third one is EVM switching, which actually the opposition is saying now is that the actual EVM machines on which the vote was cast was put in the strong room, and now they have been switched.
Yeah, so they've been probably replaced by a new set of EVM machines where that would have been tampered with.
That is the allegation.
That is the allegation, and so the new set of EVM machines that have replaced the ones that were cast where the votes were cast probably would have, a different set of votes being cast. That is something that I find a little difficult to fathom, because not because I do not. I mean, whether EVMs can be tampered with or not is a subject only which experts can probably verify. I'm no expert on that, but so far as the security of EVMs are concerned, you can probably switch EVMs only if the district magistrate and the superintendent of police of that particular district, as well as paramilitary forces guarding the strong rooms and various officials actually get involved. So this will require involvement of about 10 to 15 senior civil administration and security officials. And if that was being carried out, there is no reason why people will not get to know, because this would mean that that's a massive conspiratorial exercise. So I find it a little hard to believe, but be that as it may, it should be subjected to probe, and it's about time that we settle the EVM debate once and for all.
That's what I was coming for. Has the Election Commission of India at a certain point, to a certain level, failed over here? Because each time the opposition raises EVM concerns about the EVM, the ECI is not able to give, at least to them or in general perception, a satisfying answer.
Yeah,
and this is a very important factor, because doubts about the EVM cannot linger like this.
Yeah, so the thing is that when the Election Commission actually a couple of years ago, I think about 2 years ago, said that anybody who has concerns about EVMs or say that EVMs can be tampered with needs to come and demonstrate, and this
a hackathon was
the hackathon was organized, and as it turned out, nobody turned up. In fact, there was no demonstration being held by any of those who claim that EVMs can be tampered with or hacked with. So that is one part of it. But so far as these particular elections are concerned, 2019 elections and the series of allegations against EVM and in its ability to swing votes in, and if it's hackable, as it were, and the Election Commission, each time the Election Commission has denied that this can be hacked, etc., is not a question of Election Commission's failure. It's a question of Election Commission's failure to communicate clearly. Well, and it's a failure of communication rather than the failure of EVM, the machine itself.
The Election Commission not only has a failure of communication, it appears, but also there's a deficit of trust, because in the ECI also there's been a lot of problems. The dissent voice not being recorded.
Yes. So what has happened is Ashok Lavasa, one of the election commissioners, has come out and said that he does not agree with a few decisions that the EC has taken, and he has aired his dissent and put his dissent on record. Now, what he wanted was that his dissent, his lines of disagreement or his points of disagreement should also be made public along with the EC decision. The EC met yesterday, and with a 2-1 majority decided that this should not be made public, only the decision should be made public. This probably goes with what the EC has been doing over the years. So there may have been possibilities, or may have been instances where one member of the EC may have disagreed with decision that the rest of the members of the EC would have taken.
Yes.
But in previous instances of this kind of allegations or this kind of instances, the decision of the EC has just been communicated. So we do not know whether the EC actually, whether there was any member of the EC actually had dissented, or there were any points of disagreement. In this case also, the EC has said that the Election Commission will only announce the decision, and the dissent note will be not recorded and will be recorded but not made public. But it remains to be seen, if we go and file an RTI or anybody files an RTI, whether that dissent note will be made public or not. The EC has said that probably it will be.
Another development that happened yesterday was that the NDA allies met. 36 parties met, and they actually supported. They expressed their support for Narendra Modi's governance, and also the cabinet met. After that, Narendra Modi also met top bureaucrats.
Yes.
You think the BJP is actually now getting rolling? They're not waiting for tomorrow?
So that's what the sense one gets, and BJP probably believes that they're already home. The question is only about numbers.
Yes.
Either the exit polls will underestimate the numbers, or exit polls would have overestimated the numbers. But the trend seems to, that's what the BJP would have us believe, that the trends are more or less certain. While the opposition parties and various experts have also been saying that we have to wait until the 23rd. In any case, we have to wait until the 23rd, because no election is over until the last vote is counted. But what it does demonstrate is that the BJP is trying to ensure that NDA as a unit remains united, and is trying to demonstrate both Narendra Modi, the Prime Minister, and the BJP President, both of them are trying to demonstrate their intent to walk the talk so far as alliance is concerned. One allegation, one general quibble against the current BJP leadership is that they kind of like to ride roughshod over the allies, and it's there's also criticism about trying to bring in majority-driven authoritarianism in their style of governance, which is probably so. The two meetings yesterday probably was an attempt to dispel such notions and tell their allies that they're as much a part of the BJP establishment and the NDA establishment, and the family remains intact. But that, as I said, we'll get to know about what the strength of the Indian others only when the last vote is counted. So far as exit polls are concerned, all the NDA allies and the BJP seem to think that they're already home.
In less than 24 hours from now, the results will start pouring in. For more news and updates, stay tuned to moneycontrol.com.